Hello, friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Jen here, the Biz Strtga. I know it's been a minute. YouTube knows it's been a minute. I have not posted a video in over 200 days, but I am slowly trying to come back and trying to be more active on here. Last year was super hectic. Just to give the clarity, lots of things happened in my personal life, but also my 9 to 5 just got super hectic. A lot of people quit, and so I took on extra tasks. I had a fight to get a stipend, my current 9 to 5, but thankfully, all of these extra tasks come to an end this Friday when my stipend also ends. And so I'm really looking forward to posting again on YouTube and bringing you guys Notion tutorials as well as Apple shortcut videos. And so this is the very start of that. Today I'm going to be showing how you can, one, reschedule overdue tasks, as well as how to create this Notion database button where you can push tasks back by 3 days. So this 223, if I wanted to push back by 3 days, it then gets moved to 226. But if I had, let's say, a date range of the 23rd to the 26th and wanted to push that back, then the end date is the only one that gets moved. But for my very first part of this, I'm going to show you guys how to reschedule these overdue tasks. I do want to show some other properties that I have in here, just some clarity, just so you know like what's happening. So in my task database, I also have the start and completed button. So if I started something, it shows in progress. If I completed something, the status changes to done as well. Selecting this completed checkbox is just a checkbox property. So it'll edit those two things for me. I'm actually going to say that this is not started. It was due on the 16th. So as you can see, I have this working times date property. So in here, this is my main date property that I use for this task database. I don't necessarily then go in and change the due date. This is actually a formula. So it's pulling from my working times and it's just pulling the end date of working times and displaying that. I also have a start date. So here it's pulling what is the date start from working times and it's displaying that there. So here I could add in like, let's say like a date range. And so my start date here still says the 16th and the due date changes to the 24th, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually just going to leave this on the 16th and then run this button. So that was probably due like I don't even think my filter here would show anything past, yeah, past a day. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and click on this button, and then it's going to come up here. It's going to give me reschedule this to today and then give me an hour to complete this. So looking at this button here, it does two things. Well, it's looking for two things first. It's trying to find any task that has a due date before today, as well as is my task listed as completed or the status is not marked as done or archived. So if those two things are not done, then it will change my working times to the time triggered. So it will add in an hour plus to when this is due and then set the priority to hot priority. So then I have time triggered plus an hour. So that's how I created my reschedule overdue task. So again, if I push this and get rid of this priority, it's not started, I don't believe. I completed is there. Nope. So I'm gonna say I started this, but hey, I want to reschedule this for doing an hour. And so it quickly does that. So that's how I created this reschedule overdue task button. And now I'm going to show you how I created this push back by 3 days. So if I wanted to push this back by 3 days, I can quickly do that. If I then wanted to have a date range where it's from the 23rd to the 2nd of March, then I just want this to get pushed back 3 days. It does that too. It's pushing it. So how did I create this one? So first, I just added a new property. Oh, new person, do I want to do? So here, you can add a new property, look for button. So then I created this button here. Jeez, the automation. So what it's editing is this page within the database, and then I have this formula. So here you guys can copy this formula. It's basically looking if the start date does not equal the due date, then the date range should be the start date, keep the same start date, and then for the date end, add 3 days. However, if these two then equal each other, then I want it to just add 3 days to that page. So this is how I set that up. As you can see, it's pulling in the formulas that I already had instead of changing the working dates property. And so that was like the easiest way for me to create this. And so now that I have set that up, you can even like change the how many days you want this to get pushed back. So if you only wanted it to be like a day, then where it says 3, you'd want to change this to 1. And that is how you then, I would obviously change the text, but then that's how you get this to move back by 1 day. I'm actually going to reset this because I don't want that long of a date range. I'll then just reschedule my overdue task to today to be done in an hour. But that is how I created one, how to reschedule overdue tasks, just one button done all at once. And then two, how I created this button. And basically, like, for anyone who's new to trying out Notion formulas, how did I get these to then like pull? You want to make sure that you do this from this page dot start date to then be able to do that. So I would just copy this formula. I would then make sure you have like a date range, just one date property, and then also have these other formulas where it's pulling the date end and the date start. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions or if there are other comments, other ways to do this, feel free to leave comments down below. And I hope this YouTube tutorial helped you. If it helped, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you can, please be to share with your friend who also uses Notion. If you have any questions again, feel free to leave them down below. If not, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.